te mihi kia koutou, nā karanga rangamaha, i tau mai nei, ki roto i te kaupapa, i karangahia mai. I karangahia mai ko te awa o Manawatū. I karangahia mai, nā awa erere mai, ki roto, kia whāngai orangahia, mātau te ao tangata, me hoki nā tamariki a tāne, a tangaroa, i rātu. Nō reira, ko te Māori o te awa i karangahia mai, i tangi mai. Ko te awa i pātai mai me ki kimihia, kei rō nākau o tēnā o tēnā, karangahia ki te wairua, kia whai te kotahitanga, ke e ai nā taumahatanga, ko nā parapara i umai ki roto i te awa. Kia whai nei te oranga tangata me te oranga o te marae o tō tātou tai ao. Nō reira, tēnā tātou, tēnā koutou, i kaha haramai nei ki te tautoko i tēnei kaupapa. Nō reira, nōku te karakia nei, hei tīmata i tō tātou rā. Nō reira, mīnoi tātou. Kia tau mai rā, ko te Māori o tēnei awa. Kia tau mai rā, ko te Māori noho, ko te Māori tū, ko te Māori nuku, ko te Māori rangi, ko te Māori aio, ko te Māori aroha, ko te Māori a nā mātua tupuna, kia tau mai rā, ko te Māori ora, haumi e, hui e, taiki e. Nō reira, mihi ake kia koutou nā rangatira, o nā iwi e tai mai nei ki te whakamane i tō tātou hui, koutou o rangitāne, tēnā rā koutou, me hoki e rātou nei iwi o te rohe whānui ne o tēnei awa, ahi o nea Ngāti Raukawa, Maupoko, tērā taha ko Tāmaki Nui a Rua, ko Kahununu, ko Ngāti Apa hoki, hei konei, koutou katoa. I tai mai nei, hei whakamana i tō tātou hui, tēnā rā koutou. Tēnā hoki koutou nō nā me ki hāpori maha o tēnei rohe, nau mahara mai mo tō tātou hui. Mihi hoki ki nā manuhiri, ko tai mai nei no tā wahi, nā kai kōrero mo te wānei, tēnā koutou i hara mai nei, e wehi a koutou whānau, ki te whāngai hia, te hinengaro me te nākau, i runga i nā momo kaupapa e pāna ki tēnei take. Nā mihi hoki ki nā kai whakahaere, ki te mea nā kai kaunihera o te kaunihera o Papaioia. So, just to acknowledge hau kāinga, rangitāne, tēnā koutou, and nā mihi nui kia koutou, haku rangatira. Also the other iwi leaders who are attending the forum today, nā mihi nui kia koutou, and the other many members which we could say come within the River Accord. Great to see you continuing your journey together to and putting your attention, your minds and hearts to the Manawatū River and all the connections to that ecosystem. Good to see the collective nature of things moving forward on what is a huge issue for not just the region, but you'd have to not be following any media to just see as a country how much attention, focus, concern there is for our natural waterways and the impacts of our social economic systems on them. So thank you for your commitment there. Acknowledge our Mayor, Grant Ngā mihi nui kia koe, and all the elected members who are here, both from the Palmerston North City Council, but I see a number of other councils represented too, tēnā koutou. And to all of you concerned citizens, I guess, in various roles, but also some of you here will be here in your individual commitment to some of the issues before us. I think it's a great opportunity. I guess today we'll be getting some perspectives from across the planet on what are some of the technological and other opportunities that are occurring at the moment in the wastewater space. And I think positive to have this as one of the early parts of the process. I wouldn't be the only one here who doesn't have an engineering degree. So being able to get a broad, in a relatively compact time sense of what are some of the opportunities out there that may become part of the process we're talking about in Palmerston North is great. But also to acknowledge that there are other communities here, and hopefully some of these learnings will also contribute to the work you're doing in your own areas of the region. Nō reira, kaore wi tōro nā mihi ai tēnei wā, tēnā koutou, tēnā tātou, and I'll pass on to our MC Richard. Kia ora tātou.
Kia ora, Todd, and thank you for that. Kia ora tātou. I'm Richard Thompson. I'm the independent chairman of the Manawatū River Leaders Forum. We've got a number of the members of the forum here today, but a number of others of you who perhaps haven't been involved. The forum was established in 2010 following a lot of negative publicity about the Manawatū River and the state of it, and over the last 7 years has worked constructively to take action on improving the state of the Manawatū River, and as well as achieving some physical things. One of the important things it has achieved is actually coming together of people from all sides of the debate about water quality, particularly around the Manawatū River. So it has been successful very much in that regard. And over the 7 years, there's been an awful lot of discussion in terms of the Manawatū about the wastewater discharges into the river or that might be affecting the river. It's been a really key factor. There's been a huge amount of work done. There's still a lot to do around wastewater. And within the process of those discussions, there's been quite a frustration actually from a number of people. I'm loath to call them lay people, because quite often lay people that get involved in public processes, and particularly legal processes around wastewater discharges, can actually become quite expert in their own right. And so, you know, expert lay people is probably a better way, or lay experts, to describe them. Anyway, there's been quite a frustration because quite often the wastewater discharges are tied up with legal processes around resource consents. And that has meant that during the forum, different participants have been constrained in their ability to discuss issues to do with wastewater because of the legal process that's going on, and people feel they perhaps don't want to mention something or talk about something in a way that might compromise their standing in the legal process. And so there's been for some years now an idea or a desire to actually step outside of the courtroom or the hearing room and actually come together and talk about these issues in a slightly more user-friendly way, and to have an opportunity for people that are interested in these things to engage with the experts outside a legal process. And so the idea of this wastewater forum that's the genesis of it. It's one of the actions in the action plan that we produced recently, the second of our action plans on cleaning up the river. And we're really lucky that Palmerston North City have offered to host this and are hosting this session and putting it together and providing the chance and meeting the costs of running this today. So a big thank you to Palmerston North City for doing that. There's a few things that, just in terms of how we're going to run today, we're going to have a couple of, for each of the sessions, there's going to be a couple of experts talking, and I'll allow some questions directly related to things that you might want clarification on from their talks. And then at the end of each of those sessions, we'll have a panel discussion. So we'll have both of those experts up here and we'll have an interaction discussion. There'll be a roving mic to get questions from the audience. So if I could ask you to sort of keep your comments and sort of more dialogue type stuff to those panel sessions and the questions specific to the person that's speaking and the content of their talk. I need to do some health and safety and housekeeping matters. There are toilets located on this floor and also on the ground floor downstairs. This is a non-smoking venue. If you absolutely have to have a smoke, you'll need to go outside and stay about 5 metres away, at least 5 metres away from the venue. The convention centre has asked me to let you know that. There's a first aid kit in the main office and also there's a defibrillator on the ground floor. You need to make yourselves aware of the emergency exits and if there's an emergency, make your way down to those. If we do have to exit, the assembly points on the front of the building, on the lawn area are located at the front of the building. And if you're exiting to the back, the assembly area is in the car park at the back. I think that's it for the announcements. The next thing is for me to ask Grant, your mayor, to come and welcome you to the city. Thanks, Grant.
Kia ora tātou, and firstly, welcome to all our iwi here. It's great to see a number of you here, and also especially to Rangatane. So look, this forum is very topical. The city is bringing forward its wastewater consent process to 2022. So we've got some big decisions as a community to make. But it really is, I believe it's an all-of-catchment discussion as well. So I would like to acknowledge Mayor Collis, and I think Mayor Fayan is, welcome Michael, from Horowhenua is here as well. So it's great to see other councillors here, our own councillors, and interested groups from environmental groups through to business. This is a discussion that we all need to have. Just like to welcome our international speakers, and we've got Charles Bott, Kevin Bryan from Australia. Charles is from the US. We've got Bob Rubin from the US and Alison Lowe here from New Zealand. So we're going to hear quite a wide variety of what is happening, what trends are emerging, what's the science. So I think it's going to be a very, very valuable day. Just like to acknowledge our Waters manager, Robert Van Bentum, for putting this together, and also to our council who have stumped up to make today happen. So I won't keep you for too long because you want to hear from the experts, as I do. I think it's going to be a very valuable day. We're going to get a lot out of it, understand what is happening in other countries, but also what we can possibly do to improve our waters. So have a great day. Look forward to catching up with you in the breaks. And just like to acknowledge Richard, who's agreed to facilitate today. So kia ora everybody, have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you, Grant. One of the challenges for our speakers who are quite technical and obviously they're experts in their own right is to pitch a talk at the right level for the audience, and we've got a mix of people.